Sebelumnya, masa dari ojek online mendatangi Makobrimob Tangerang, Jakarta Pusat untuk meminta pertanggungjawaban terhadap seorang rekannya yang terlindas mobil taksi. Pihak kepolisian saat melakukan unjuk rasa di Penjaringan, Jakarta Pusat. Duka mendalam menyelimuti keluarga Andika Lutfi Falah, pelajar SMK Negeri 14 Kabupaten Tangerang.
Kemudian aksi tersebut memang awalnya berlangsung secara damai dari Osho memang
Hello everyone and welcome back to our podcast. We are so glad to have you here with us today. As always, this is a space where we discuss important issues that shape our society and our future. Recently, a major protest caught the nation's attention. During the demonstration, both the police and the military got involved. Sadly, it ended with chaos and even some casualties. This raises a very serious question: are security forces there to bring peace and protection, or do they sometimes create pressure and fear for the people? Before we dive deeper into this topic, let me first introduce my amazing friends who will join me in today's discussion. Here with me are Ralin, Chika, Anissa, and Nada. Please introduce yourself.
Okay, my name is Ralin Hafiza Ramadhani. You can call me Ralin.
Hi everyone, my name is Deanara Archika Putri Gunawan. You can call me Chika.
Hello everyone, my name is Anissa Rizky Kurniawati. You can call me Nisa.
Hi, my name is Wedina Rejana. You can call me Nada.
Together, we're going to explore today big them, peace or pressure, the role of security forces in protest. Okay, so Ralin, why do people usually protest?
Okay, people protest because they want to express their opinion, ask for change, or show disagreement with government policy. Protests are a way for people to speak out and be heard.
Thank you, Ralin. Now, Chika, what is the role of the police and the army in protest?
The main role is to keep the situation safe, protect people, and prevent violence. They should make sure protests stay peaceful and do not harm anyone.
Interesting, but sometimes people feel pressure. Okay, Anissa, what do you think? The security forces always bring peace or sometimes pressure?
I think both. If they act professionally, people feel safe and protect. But if they use violence, people feel pressure, anger, and fear.
That's true, but in this digital era, protests are often shown on social media. Ralin, how do you think media change people feel about protests and security forces?
Okay, social media spread information very fast. Sometimes it shows positive side like peaceful protest, but sometimes it shows violence, which make people angry and scared. So, media social can make a protest bigger and influence how people, the police and army.
Good point. Now, Chika, do you think people trust the police and the army during protests?
If the security forces listen and respect the people, trust will grow. But if they use too much forces, people will lose trust. Trust is very important for a healthy democracy.
Good point. Now, Nada, as Gen Z, what can we learn from this?
We must understand our right. Protests are part of democracy and everyone has the right to speak up. We hope security forces support peaceful protests, not stop them.
Okay, Anissa, can history teach you something about protests and security forces?
Definitely, history shows that when security forces respect peaceful protests, it leads to positive change. But if they respond with violence, more conflict and distrust. Learning the past can help the people and the author handle protests better.
Okay, Nada, as Gen Z, what responsibility do we carry when joining protests or sharing news online?
We must be responsible and verify information before sharing it. Protests should be peaceful and constructive. As Gen Z, we can use our voice to inspire change without spending hate or violence.
Okay, before we close, let's share our message for Indonesian, please.
Okay, I hope Indonesia continues to value democracy and freedom to expression.
I wish for strong trust between the people and security forces.
May every protest become a peaceful toward positive change.
Let's build our future with dialogue, not violence, solves our problem.
Okay, thank you everyone. Today we learned that protests are important for democracy. The role of police and the army is very big. They can bring peace, but also create pressure if they are not careful. Media and trust also play an important role. As Gen Z, we must care about our rights and our future.
Thank you for listening to our podcast.